What if I told you that Norway's crown princess was once a waitress and single mother with a rebellious past? Mette Marit's journey from small-town girl to royalty is a modern fairy tale filled with controversy, redemption, and transformation. Her story proves that sometimes real life is more extraordinary than fiction. Mette Marit was born on August 19, 1973 in Kristiansand, a coastal town in southern Norway. She was the youngest of 4 children. Her father, Sven O. Høiby, worked as a journalist for a local newspaper and ran a small-scale advertising business. Her mother, Marit was a bank officer. Mette Marit's childhood was marked by typical Norwegian experiences, but it wasn't without challenges. When Mette Marit was just 11 years old, her parents separated and later divorced. This event had a significant impact on her young life, as she found herself split between her mother's home in Kristiansand and her father's in Oslo. Despite the family turmoil, Mette Marit remained active in her local community.
Hi, I'm Crown Princess Mette Marit of Norway. I'm asking a question from Virginia in Melbourne, Australia. And she asks, what's your favorite Davos moment? I think one of my favorite Davos moments happened yesterday when the global shapers were introduced at the opening ceremony. And I remember sitting there reflecting over it. And
she joined the local Slettia youth club, where she eventually became an activity leader. She attended Otternes Upper Secondary School in Kristiansand, where she developed a passion for volleyball. Not only did she play the sport, but she also became qualified as a referee and coach. Seeking to broaden her horizons, Mette Marit participated in an exchange program that took her to Wangaratta High School in northeast Victoria, Australia. This experience exposed her to a different culture and way of life, contributing to her personal growth. Upon her return to Norway, she completed her secondary education at Kristiansand Cathedral School, graduating in 1994. After completing her education, Mette Marit's path took some unexpected turns. She spent several months working for the Norwegian British Chamber of Commerce at Norway House in London, gaining her first taste of professional life. However, upon returning to Norway, she worked as a waitress at Café Ungebre in Oslo. During this period, Mette Marit entered what she would later describe as her rebellious phase. She became a fixture in Oslo's house party scene, which was known for its association with recreational drug use.
Thinking that's very millennial. Do you see it that way?
It's really exciting to be part of that change and that movement because it's basically something that gives energy, and it's very promising and it's fun.
The Sustainable Development Goals, I mean, you really need technology and innovation. So I think that whole idea of innovation at this crucial time for the world, I think is incredibly important.
This period of her life would later become a source of controversy and public scrutiny. During this time, Mette Marit entered into a relationship with John Onby, a man who had been convicted of drug-related offenses. The relationship became serious enough that they had even bought a wedding dress in anticipation of marriage. However, the relationship didn't last, and Mette Marit soon found herself in another significant relationship. In 1997, at the age of 23, Mette Marit gave birth to her son, Marius Borg Høiby. The father was Morten Borg, another man with a criminal record. Mette Marit found herself a single mother, raising her son while working and struggling to make ends meet. This period of her life, while challenging, would later become a demonstration of her strength and resilience. Despite the difficulties she faced, Mette Marit continued to enjoy the vibrant social scene in Oslo. At the Court Festival, Norway's largest music festival held in her hometown of Kristiansand, fate intervened. In the late 1990s, she had a chance encounter with Crown Prince Haakon, the heir to the Norwegian throne. While nothing came of this first meeting, it set the stage for their future relationship. Sometime later, at another party related to the festival, Mette Marit and Crown Prince Haakon met again. This time, a connection was forged. Despite their vastly different backgrounds, the two found common ground and began a relationship that would soon capture the attention of the entire nation. When their engagement was announced on December 1st, 2000, it sent shockwaves through Norwegian society. The public reaction was largely negative, with many questioning the Crown Prince's choice. Concerns were raised about Mette Marit's past, her lack of formal higher education, and her previous relationships with individuals who had criminal records. The media scrutiny was intense, with every aspect of Mette Marit's past being dissected in the public eye.
Hilser vi på konge.
Despite the controversy, Mette Marit made her first official appearance as the future Crown Princess at the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony in Oslo on December 10, 2000. This marked the beginning of her transition from commoner to royal, a journey that would require significant personal growth and public adaptation. To address the public's concerns, Mette Marit held a press conference just days before her wedding. She spoke honestly about her past, expressing regret for her wild youth and condemning drug use. This honest approach helped to quell some of the criticism and showed her willingness to face challenges head-on. On August 25, 2001, Mette Marit married Crown Prince Haakon at Oslo Cathedral, becoming Her Royal Highness, the Crown Princess of Norway. The wedding was a grand affair attended by royalty from across Europe and watched by millions around the world. For many, it represented a modern fairy tale, a single mother from a modest background joining one of Europe's oldest royal families. Following their marriage, the couple settled into royal life at Skaugum Estate, their official residence. They have 2 children together, Princess Ingrid Alexandra, born in 2004, and Prince Sverre Magnus, born in 2005. Mette Marit's son Marius, while not in line for the throne, was fully embraced by the royal family. Transitioning into her role as Crown Princess, Mette Marit started a journey of personal development and education. She pursued university studies, taking courses in development studies at the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London. She also attended lectures at the University of Oslo, demonstrating her commitment to expanding her knowledge and skills. Mette Marit took on an internship at NORAD, the Norwegian government's development organization. The appointment was questioned due to her lack of relevant qualifications, but it showed her determination to involve herself in meaningful work. Mette Marit's dedication to personal growth culminated in 2012 when she obtained a master's degree in executive management. This achievement not only enhanced her capabilities, but also silenced many critics who had questioned her educational background. As Crown Princess, Mette Marit's life transformed dramatically. She now resides in the opulent Skaugum Estate, a sprawling property that serves as the official residence of the Crown Prince and Princess. The estate, with its grand architecture and extensive grounds, was very different from her humble beginnings in Kristiansand. The royal family's combined net worth is estimated to be in the range of $30 to $40 million, largely derived from extensive real estate holdings, investments, and valuable collections of jewelry and art. Mette Marit's royal status affords her a lifestyle of luxury and privilege. She has access to the royal palace in Oslo, a grand 19th century structure that serves as the official residence of the Norwegian monarch. The palace, with its ornate rooms and historical significance, is used for state functions and royal ceremonies. As part of her royal duties, Mette Marit travels extensively, both within Norway and internationally. While the Norwegian royal family is known for its relatively modest approach to transportation, they do have access to private jets for official travel. The Crown Prince and Princess have been known to use a Legacy 600G Hubie for some of their royal tours, with the cost of chartering such an aircraft for a 5-day trip to Scandinavia estimated at around £34,400. The royal family also has a fleet of cars at their disposal for official engagements. While they often use more modest vehicles for day-to-day activities, luxury cars are employed for state occasions and formal events. In terms of income, the Crown Prince and Princess receive an annual allowance from the state reported to be over 8 million Norwegian kroner. This allowance covers their official duties and personal expenses. Additionally, as members of the royal family, they benefit from state-funded security, staff, and maintenance of their official residences. One of the most significant aspects of Mette Marit's role as Crown Princess has been her involvement in charitable causes and international initiatives. In 2006, she was appointed as a UNAIDS International Goodwill Ambassador. As a UNAIDS ambassador, Mette Marit has focused on youth empowerment in the AIDS response.
Olympics, you're tweeting about opportunities for women and girls. How's life? Is it good?
Very good. Thank you, James. It's a great pleasure for me to be here in Washington. I've had the chance to meet with a lot of youth activists today. I've had a wonderful meeting with HIV positive people here in Washington also. So I've had a lovely, lovely start to my day here in Washington. Yes, thank you.
But it's amazing when you think about it. 31 years ago, almost to the day when AIDS first burst into the mainstream awareness, 34 million people are alive today because of life-saving treatments.
I think, as you pointed out, I think we have come very far. I think we have now 8 million people on antiretroviral treatment. I think that's huge, considering the fact that that has not been the case before. I think we're still seeing a lot of very important countries like China and South Africa very involved now. I think we are seeing major changes in how the developing countries themselves are taking response for their own and paying for their own.
She has participated in numerous international AIDS conferences and visited various countries to raise awareness about UNAIDS' work and mission. Her efforts have particularly emphasized reducing stigma and discrimination surrounding HIV/AIDS. During the 2014 United Nations General Assembly, Mette Marit highlighted how stigma and discrimination were undermining advances in the AIDS response. She has also used her platform to emphasize the role of young women and adolescent girls in combating AIDS. During a visit to Mali, she highlighted the opportunities offered by social media to empower young people in new areas of advocacy. In addition to her work with UNAIDS, Mette Marit is a patron of the Norwegian Red Cross and several other organizations. She was named a Young Global Leader under the World Economic Forum in 2010 and became a member of the International Foundation Board of the Global Shapers Community in 2012. In 2015, Mette Marit co-founded the Maverick Collective with Kate Roberts, Senior Vice President of Population Services International. This initiative aims to end extreme poverty by investing in girls and women, exemplifying her commitment to using her position to effect positive change on a global scale. The Crown Prince and Princess have also established their own foundation. The Crown Prince and Crown Princesses Foundation aims to identify and support projects for young people in Norway, with a focus on strengthening youth leadership and integration. In 2017, Mette Marit was appointed as an ambassador for Norwegian literature in the international arena. Mette Marit has received numerous honors and medals, both national and international. In Norway, she holds the Grand Cross with Collar of the Royal Norwegian Order of St. Olav, the Dame of the Royal Family Decoration of King Harald V, and has received various commemorative medals. Internationally, she has been honored by many countries. She is a Knight of the Order of the Elephant in Denmark, holds the Grand Cross of the Order of the Falcon from Iceland, and has received high honors from countries such as Sweden, the Netherlands, Spain, and Japan, among others. In October 2018, she was diagnosed with a rare form of chronic pulmonary fibrosis, a condition that causes scarring in the lungs and makes breathing increasingly difficult. This diagnosis has led to some limitations in her official programs. She is receiving treatment at Oslo University Hospital and has the support of international experts. We wish her strength, resilience, and good health. May her courage inspire others facing similar challenges, and may she find comfort in the support of her family and nation. Like and subscribe to Infinite Lux for more interesting videos.